Hello, EDFN 330 and 502. Chris Bevins here today. I'm going to show you guys how to use the program, the website Kahoot. So go to your browser of choice. Mine is Google Chrome, and you're going to want to type in www.getkahoot.com. And if you do not have an account, you'll have to sign up, and it'll just ask you for your basic contact information and the audience that you'll be showing this to, and it'll be school for you since you're an educator. I'm going to click on sign in to get into my profile here, and since I was just signed in a minute ago, it took me right to this page. So when you sign in, it will take you here, which is where you can create new Kahoots. If you want to get back to there, you click on this purple button, and we are going to go down to quiz. Click on quiz. Now when you make one of these games, because these games are a really cool way to get kids involved, whether you want to just give them a quick assessment or if you just want to give them a warm-up or anything like that, it blends technology and conventional assessment very well, and the kids certainly appreciate it. So when you go into this game phase and you want to make them, you've got a bunch of options for things you can do. You can add a picture, you can add sources to cite yourself, you can add a URL to prompt them if you want, but the only things you really need are a title, which will just say example, a description will just say example again. You have to make sure it's visible to everyone. You have to make sure you pick your language, and you have to make sure that you pick an audience. So I'm going to pick school. And then once all that stuff is squared away, you go up to OK Go over here. And you can see, if you need to go back for any reason, there's this little pen right here that you can easily make additions to or subtractions or whatever you need to do to the page we were just at. So let's make a question now. Since we're all history majors, let's do something history related. We'll do something real simple. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed? Let's do 1776 and 1976. Bicentennial. So you can do up to 4. We're just going to do 2 for the sake of expediency. Select your right answer. Make sure you do that because I often forget to do that, and then the screen gets all red and angry. You have to set a time limit as well. I found 20 seconds is the best one to use for the game. You can award points or not. I usually leave it on, and I'll explain how that works in just a minute. That's a cool little neat nuance to this game that I like. Again, you can add a picture if you decide to add a picture with any of the questions. If you want to have a portrait of Napoleon Bonaparte and say, who is this? That's just one of the cool little things that this website does. So we're only going to do one question for the sake of it being an example, but you can add as many questions as you like. And then once you're done, you go up to the green button that says save, hit save, and it will take you to this screen, and you can do any one of these options. What we're going to do is we're going to hit done so you can see how to get to it from the home screen. So it takes you back here, and you can see if you click on My Kahoot, if you're at anywhere else, we're already there, but I'll click on it just for the sake of the example. So we're at My Kahoots now. We're going to go down to Play Example. It will take you to this screen, and you have a couple options here. You can put on game options, which can let you randomize questions and do things of that nature. You can experiment with that when you play with it. I'm not going to go too into detail about it. For the sake of the most effective way that I found to use this website for the games is to do the classic, the one-to-one device. So we're going to hit classic here now, and then it'll bring you to this page, and you want to get out a device. I have my iPad right here, so I'm going to show you my iPad. You're going to use this pin right here. That's 845120. That randomizes every time, by the way. The pins don't stay the same. And you're going to go to www.kahoot.it, and right in this box right here, it says game pin. You're going to enter that 845120. 845120. Enter. And then you can add your name. Mine is just going to do my nickname is Chris. And hit OK Go. So you see my name just popped up on the screen there. And then since I'm the only one playing the game, you hit start. So it'll load it now. And the question is going to pop up on your screen and your screen alone, whatever you're displaying it with. And they will get shapes and colors that correspond with the questions. So since I only have 2 there, there's only 2 responses, and we're going to hit 1776 on the screen right here. Boop. And you see it pops up there that I answered it, and it's the correct one because I got the check mark. Right here, those 2 little bars will show how many responses went to which categories. and then when I hit next, it will show the leaderboards, and since I'm the only one playing, I'm obviously the greatest around. So that will be the end of our quick little example quiz. I'll hit end, which will take us back here, and then we will go back to the Kahoot created by me. You just X out of this page. Yes, you can leave. And I just want to show you guys a couple more things. If you ever want to delete one of these, I made another one just for the sake of wanting to delete it. You can hit delete, and then it'll ask if it's okay in a crazy lettering, and you'll say yes. Take that out. You can share it on social media if you wish to share it. We're not going to do that for the sake of this example. A couple other neat little things about this website. They have a blog that is on their homepage when you go to Kahoot.it that talks all about the way that Kahoot is affecting classrooms and social media and just the way that it's spreading, and it's a neat thing to read about. You've got this little public Kahoots, excuse me, thing up here that has a bunch of games that people are playing around the world. Got these neat little concept maps you can make too. It's just a great teaching resource for so many reasons. It's got a frequently asked questions page and a support bar. From what I can tell from Kahoot, they are pretty on top of the ball in terms of helping people that are having issues with their website. Over here is where you can edit your profile for whatever reason you need to edit it. Delete the account or sign out if you just need to. I have not added any personal information in here for the sake of privacy. I'm teaching students, so that's just not something they need to know. One last thing before we go is if we go back to the new Kahoot page like we saw before, is that you can also make discussions and surveys, and they function kind of in the same way that you would make a question, just a bit of a different way you would use them. So survey's the same deal. So that basically is Kahoot, and it's a really cool resource. I'm glad that Dr. Dietrich showed it to us because I will definitely be making use of it in my classrooms in the near and probably distant future. So that's that, guys. Thank you.